people get jealous and they want to fuck with you and thinking that I will answer back. And what's their purpose? So that my followers could listen to their bullshit and they could get more hits and more subscribers. I mean, that's about as scummy as it gets.
Question from Amina23. Wasn't there an F. Lee Bailey article about the Gotti tapes? What do you know about that?
Well, I'm glad that came up. What happened is that I had told the story many, many times about John Gotti, talking about me taking the fall in the case and so on and so forth. And I got a couple of people that are a little cranky saying they don't believe it, they think I'm lying, even accusing me of lying. I usually put that on the side, but I want to say this, that one day I was here, and that was, I think, in 2020 or 21, and Jerry Capiche wrote an article. He called me up, and he said, Sammy, you're not going to believe what just happened. And I said, what happened? He said, I just did an interview with F. Lee Bailey, who's a major, major lawyer. He was a lawyer on the who? O.J. Simpson case. Yeah. And he has this article, and when we lost our lawyers, we wanted to replace them with different lawyers. John called F. Lee Bailey, who was an enormous lawyer, in. And I remember the meeting, I was there, and F. Lee Bailey told us, John, I'm going to represent you. You can't beat the case. This is your voice. You're on tape admitting to murders and all kinds of things. The thing I can do is maybe talk about getting a plea to reduce sentence and plead guilty and so on and so forth. And John told him, he said, no. I got an idea how I could beat this case. And F. Lee Bailey told him, how? How could you beat it? He says, I'm going to throw Sammy and Frankie LaCasio under the bus. The tapes sound bad about me talking about Sammy, and I'm going to have the lawyers throw the weight on him, and I could go free. So I said, he said that in an interview? He said, yes, he did. Jerry Capiche said to him, why didn't you go back after the meeting? He said, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a lawyer who would do that to anybody. He says, I seen, Sammy's face. Hearing this, I seen he was disturbed. He didn't say anything, but he was disturbed. And I would not take part in something like this. Now, he wrote this article in
2021.
2021 in April?
April, yeah, right.
In April, exactly. I think April 21st, 2021, and anybody could read it. It was a Jerry Capiche article, and it was a story. Now, that was insane. I mean, I didn't even get along with F. Lee Bailey and vice versa. So it's not that he liked me or anything. He told the truth, which verified, Jerry Capiche said, Sammy, he almost verified word for word what you were saying years ago. And what people are saying that's not true now. And I don't answer like these people who are saying things about me now. When you get up on top, people get jealous. And they want to fuck with you and thinking that I will answer back. And what's their purpose? So that my followers could listen to their bullshit and they could get more hits and more subscribers. I mean, that's about as scummy as it gets. So I want to answer, but I think about it and I'm saying, I'm going to feed right into them by answering. So a lot of these questions and a lot of people who say things one way or another about me, I'm not going to feed into it. And I'm not going to answer these things. So I'm sure I'm going to get some questions about them from time to time. All I could tell you is you go back in my history, look at everything I said and did. Nothing has been denied by the state organized crime police, the FBI. Many, many, many people cooperated after me. I've been in prisons 22 years. Not one person in prison came out saying anything negative about me. And watch, I'll open the door like 20 guys will start bullshitting about me, but I doubt it. So I'm not going to answer these people. That's exactly what they want. I want to answer, I some things I don't like that people say, but I'm just not going to give them the right time of day. The people who were doing that, and you could see it. In other words, you don't hear me bad-mouthing people. I mean, I'll say the truth. Whatever it is sometimes. And I don't go overboard. I don't knock people. Whatever they're doing, they have a show. They use their own show. They do their own thing. They want to tell the truth. They tell the truth. They want to lie. A lot of times I could point that out. I don't. It's none of my business. You want to listen to them, you listen to them. My people listen to me. I think my people know how I talk. I didn't start this yesterday. I'm here a couple of years now doing this. And I'm also doing other things which must get them wild with, wanting to say something or do something. So that's where I stand, and I'm glad that question came out.
Success is the best revenge, Sammy?
Yep, absolutely. And you know what they say, when people emulate you or do things and, or knock you or do whatever they're doing, they're envious of what you're doing. So you must be doing the right thing. So that's the way I look at it.
That's awesome. I think that's such a testament to that. Like you said, FBI, retired FBI, federally appointed Bob Hood, the ADX Supermax warden, and like you just got the cufflinks last week from the retired DEA agent, Jerry Capiche with Gangland News, who's been doing this for a minute, that has all the tells and has all the inside sources, is confirming everything you say.
Just about, he comes out with his stories. Jerry Capiche is a great guy in a way. He's a reporter. He's not one of us. He's a reporter. He'll blast you if you did the wrong thing or you lie. He'll blast judges, prosecutors. He'll tell the truth. That's one thing I always liked about Jerry Capiche. Even if he writes something and makes a mistake, the next week he's writing and apologizing and straightening it out. He's a man of his word, and I always respected that about him. And I got to know him. I like him. We're about the same age. I know he looks a lot older than me, but now he's going to get mad at me.